In Activity 12.5, we create a presentation that creates a main slide with all these arrows actually linking to the slides with information about that part of the brain. So when I click on frontal lobe, it will actually jump down to the slide that has information about the frontal lobe. So that may be something that's new to you. So the first thing I need to do is to insert my brain picture. And now on the first slide, since I don't want a title and subtitle like I normally do, I'm going to go back here to Home, go to Layout, and change that to blank. And then I'll insert my picture of the brain. So I've already saved that from Moodle into my pictures. And I'm going to resize a little bit and drag it over here at the center. Okay, to insert the arrows are shapes. So I'm going to go to Insert. And then I'm going to go over here to Shapes. And I'm going to find my arrows. And here is an arrow. And let's see, where do I need to draw the first one? Up here towards the top, so that's going to be my parietal lobe. Now to insert text into the arrows, that's just like we did in the Word assignments where we did this. We right click on it and we go to Edit Text. I thought I misspelled that. Okay, and then we'll just continue doing that for the rest of the arrows. Now when you get to the arrows pointing the other direction, frontal lobe and temporal lobe, don't use the same arrow. I have people every year that will create the same arrow and then rotate it, but the problem is when you rotate it, whatever you typed in, your text is going to be upside down. So when you get to the other side, make sure that when you go to Insert Shapes that you're actually choosing the arrow pointing the other direction to do that. And then you're going to be changing the color of each of these, so each arrow should be a separate color to do that. We can just come up here with a couple of different ways. We can do some of these preset styles, or we can also go over here to Shape Fill and choose whatever color you want for the background color of that arrow. So I'm going to finish these arrows. I'm going to pause the video, finish these, and then come back and show you how to link them. Okay, after you've added all the arrows and you've created each of your slides, which I've created a slide for each of these. I haven't actually added in all the information yet, but actually I at least have the slides. Now I can link to those slides. So to link from an arrow to a slide, what I do is I click on the arrow. Now don't click just in the text. Try to get on this arrow itself so that way the entire arrow is selected and the entire arrow will link to the slide. So notice I don't have my cursor in the text anywhere. Then I'm going to go up to Insert and I'm going to go to Links and Hyperlink. Now the default is going to be linking to another website, which you're actually going to do in the next assignment. And if I was linking to another website, I would actually type the address down here. But what I want is a place in this document. And when I choose that, you actually see each of the slides I just created. So since I am on the parietal lobe arrow right now, I want to link to that slide. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I just continue that process for each of these. Link, hyperlink. This one should go to the occipital lobe. Now I want the cerebellum, link, hyperlink, cerebellum, etc. Okay, then once I have all of them linked, to actually preview it and to see that it works correctly. It's not going to work correctly trying to click on them here because I'm in edit mode. I actually need to view my PowerPoint presentation. And now, actually it looks like I messed up. This is what happens if you accidentally click on the text instead of the arrow. You just get the text. So over here, only lobe is going to be linked. You don't want that, so I'll have to go back and fix that. But if I click on, let's say, cerebellum, it jumps straight to the cerebellum slide. So it's just another way to be able to view your presentations. You don't have to go in order. You can jump from slide to slide. Now, what would be helpful here, if I go all the way to temporal lobe, I'd like to go all the way back to that main screen. So to do that, I'm going to need to create a home button on each slide and link that back to the main slide. So I'll go here to my parietal lobe and I'm going to insert another shape here, and I'm going to do like this rounded corner rectangle and put it down here, edit the text and say home. You could say like back to main slide or whatever you wanted to on that. And then what I'm going to do, let's link it first, and then I'm going to copy it to all the other slides. So I'm going to go to Insert, Links, Hyperlink, and this button should go back to slide 1. And now I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it on every single slide. So now every slide has that home button, and now what I can do is click Home, cerebellum, home, frontal lobe, home, etc. And I can jump back and forth between the main slide and the information about each of those. So the only thing left on this presentation now would be to finish typing in the information for all the slides and then change your design.